So I just wrapped up our weekly office hours for the Academy. This is a 2-hour space where I open up a live thread and I go back and forth with people inside the Academy on installing the Lifestyle Business operating system. All the details are below if you want to check that out. And this question came up from a gent, and he basically said, when should I run harder with ads, go all in on ads? And I went back to him and I said, well, I'm going to need a little bit more information. I said, what's the funnel looking like right now? This is a low ticket funnel that he's running ads to. We cover running them to either a low ticket or to a lead magnet funnel. And this guy's running them to a $47 offer. Okay. And he goes, I've spent $1,000 on ads and I've made back $2,200 and there's no upsells yet. Okay. That is amazing. That is insane potential. Like, this guy is sitting on a potential money printer. Okay. And so I said, all right, what's the daily spend? And he's at $75 per day. All right. Now what we're looking at here, this is literally like having your own ATM machine, except if you're only at $75 a day in spend, you're only pushing that button every couple of hours. When if you had a machine like that, how many fucking times would you be banging that button while it was still working, right? Because not every offer lasts forever. Most offers come and go. And so when we hit on something, like this is clearly resonating, if with a $47 offer with no upsells behind it, we're getting a 2.2x return, we got to move, right? And so this was my advice to him. I said, number one, crank up the budget 30% and watch it for 72 hours. If it holds strong, the ROAS, right, like a decent amount above 1 times, it doesn't have to stay at 2.2, do it again after another 72 hours, do it again after another 72 hours. Now, when I say this, people start to freak out because they're like, oh, my daily budget's getting really high. But it's like, if that ROAS is holding, spend more. This is free money, right? Now, you're not necessarily making a ton of money right now, but every one of those buyers is a potential upgrade into a 2K, 5K, 10K program. Like, you are literally sitting on free money and not pushing that button as many times as you possibly can. And so with logic and a calm approach, we want to scale that as quickly as possible. And so I said, keep bumping it up 30% every 72 hours. We say 72 hours to give it some time to stabilize to the new spend. It's probably going to need to put some new creatives in there because they're going to start to burn out a bit quicker. And keep doing that to the point that it stabilizes at break even or slightly above break even. And then let's see what happens. Okay, that was the first thing I told him. The second thing I told him was, dude, we got to get some upsells in there ASAP. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can look at your spend. You can either look to break even on the front end, right? So in this case, it would be, all right, well, I only want to spend $47 to get a customer. And that's one way to do it, but it's a very conservative way to do it. The other way to do it is establish an average order value, which is going to be the average amount that a person spends when they go through the funnel, right? So this would be your front end price plus any upsells times the conversion rate. That's going to give you your average order value, right? So let's say in this case, the average order value is $90 or $80 or whatever, right? The more aggressive approach would be that you spend up to that average value, right? Or you'd be prepared to spend up to that average value. Why that's a good way to do it is because it's going to give you a lot more room in order to spend to acquire a customer. And as Dan Kennedy once said, infamous quote, the person that can spend the most to acquire a customer wins, because when you're running ads, you're competing with other people who want your customers. Okay, and so if you can spend more to get them, and there's some even more advanced strategies we can talk about on this, if you can spend more to get them, you are going to beat those people in the long run. And so I said, dude, we got to get an order form bump, at least one, you can do 2. We got to get 1, 2, 3 upsells in there ASAP between $50 and $300 so that we can get this average order value up. And then as we're scaling that budget, it's going to give us way more runway to keep increasing it before it starts to wobble and dip below break even. Okay, so these were the 2 action steps that I gave him. Right now, I'm making this video for two types of people. One, if you've launched a funnel and you're running some ads and you're seeing positive numbers, please go hard, run with it. There's very, very little risk. Worst case, you just turn the ads off. But if you're seeing some positive signs, you're getting customers, you're above break even, you're getting a 2x ROAS, bump up that budget. Do not be nervous. Go hard. You are like literally one campaign can change your life. One good offer can change your life. Okay, forever, right? The other person that I'm filming this video for is somebody who is manually getting traffic all day, every single day. It does not have to be that way. We can help you either set up a low ticket offer or a lead magnet or both, such that you know every single day when you wake up, there are new people out there in this big wide world, not out there, but back this way, who know who you are. You do not need to crank the handle on this manually every single day. Yes, there's gonna be some testing. Yes, there's gonna be some ups and downs. Yes, Facebook can be a pain in the ass at times, but you do not have to manually do everything, okay? And the way we cover doing this inside the operating system is we simplify it down as much as we can. I call them 5-minute ads. And we build an ecosystem off the back of it such that you can plug any traffic source into it and it will amplify the results. We run all of those people into an email ecosystem. We use YouTube. It's all very, very high leverage stuff, and we keep it incredibly, incredibly simple. Okay, that's my little story for you today. Go and crank up your budget if you're seeing positive results, or go and build a funnel that can get you automated leads, automated customers. And if you want my help, check out the academy below. Cheers.